I lost 24 pounds, which is 11 kg. I was probably a size 12 to 14. I'm now a size 8. Sometimes even can squeeze into a 6. I'm in the best shape of my life right now.
So I am here with Alana, who has just recently completed our 12-week mind body transformational challenge. Before we discuss how you got on with it, I'd first like to start with a little bit about yourself.
So I am 35. I live in South Dublin. I am a massage therapist and acupuncturist. Been in Dublin for about 5 years. Yeah, so I was going into the program feeling really optimistic and positive because I was really ready for this. I was really ready to start implementing changes in my life. I also had a friend who had just finished the course with you, and we go for walks, a couple times a week. And so watching her transformation over the last, 12 weeks had been really beautiful, because she was not only taking on the aspects of nutrition and fitness and exercise, but a lot of what I noticed in her was a really beautiful psychological change, and, really just gaining self-confidence, gaining a really good handle of her life again. So I was really excited to start the course just to see what would change for me. I was very open to anything and everything, and I'm really have been delighted with the results.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. That's interesting. And I'm just curious, I know you mentioned you are optimistic and kind of eager and ready for the program itself, but I'm just curious, were there any doubts or maybe fears that you might have had prior to starting?
I definitely had doubts of myself as far as some of the exercises. I've had a knee reconstruction, and I have leg issues because of that, and so I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to do a few of the exercises. And in the beginning I wasn't, but I think a big part of it was kind of a head game, because as my legs started to get stronger, I was becoming more capable and I wasn't experiencing the pain like I had, whether that was down to kind of being in my mind a little bit and to overcome that. But I'm not experiencing any of the pain anymore with any exercise. So that's been really, revolutionary. I wouldn't have been able to go for, an hour-long walk a couple of years ago without my hip and my knee hurting. That's just not the case anymore.
And now you haven't stopped walking.
I walk everywhere.
Yeah. Brilliant. So that's a big change, like losing weight and seeing the physical changes before and after photos are one thing, but your day to day is a big thing. If things are kind of impacted, whether it's the knee or kind of the hip or whatever it may be, and to kind of overcome that and not have to worry about it anymore. It's like that's a big thing. So delighted to hear that.
I might also add, it's a beautiful thing to fail because you learn from failure, but I've signed up for different things over, the course of my adult life and never really completed them. Just kind of fell off the wagon a little bit, and then, something shiny and just distracted myself,
Yeah.
But that was definitely a doubt and a fear, that I had with this, that I wasn't, that my own commitment was, gonna be on trial. But I think, like I said before, I was ready for it. And the program's quite fun, it's fun to engage with all these little nuances and dynamics of your day-to-day life, just the mindful eating, taking a photo of your meal. There's a lot of pride in, in what you're creating for yourself. And so it's set up in a very creative, very gentle and fun way that keeps you engaged the whole time.
Now, what are some of the main things that you kind of learned kind of early on? So it could have been in your prep week, the first week, the second week.
I think, not that it was a contradiction, because there are always, no, I shouldn't be drinking more water, but forcing myself to hit that target every day, drink that amount of water. That's when I really started seeing the weight go, is just that. And that was really amazing, just to see such a change just by drinking water, which always told us to do.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. And yeah, the upping the protein, I've never really given too much thought about it, even though being vegetarian I really should have. And that was that's put positive change on the through the whole process as well.
Brilliant. And I find that interesting what you mentioned about the water. It's often overlooked. So when people want to lose weight, they think that, well, I have to cut out all my favourite foods and I have to eat foods that I don't like but that I think are healthy. And then they overlook the basic things that they know from years and years back. They've been told you need to drink your water. They overlook the basic fundamentals, the small things done consistently is what late results, such as the water. So I'm delighted to kind of mention that there.
Working out was, and the showing up for the online courses, the accountability of getting there, that was good. And I was proud of myself for that. The food and thinking of calories and all of that, that was a bit overwhelming in the beginning. And I remember speaking to you a couple times, having little minor freakouts, being like, I think that's for me. And but yeah, you were great that you said, fine, don't do it. And so just with your grace, I was just like, I won't. I just took it on board a lot more gently than I thought I needed to.
Yeah.
And that was really a good advice from you, just to say, don't worry about it.
You said something to me a few weeks back. You said something along the lines of, this is probably the easiest program I've ever followed. And a lot of that comes down to kind of what you said there. It's like a lot of people think that everything is set in stone when it comes to losing weight, getting into shape, improving your overall health, that the process is set in stone. So you have to do this or you have to do that. And it's not true. The only thing you have to do is things that you'll be able to do consistently long term and enjoy. And that could be tracking your calories, or if you try to track your calories and you don't enjoy it, it's like, don't track your calories. Right now, what do you think life would currently be like, mentally, emotionally, physically, as you have put off taking action 3 months ago? So you had been thinking, right, I think I'm going to do the program, and said, no, I'm not going to do it. And then you flash forward 3 months later. Where do you think you'd currently be at?
I think I'd be stagnated somewhere along the way. I'd definitely be still in limbo, because I was calling and asking for a change. And if I hadn't, made the choice when this opportunity came along, I would still be, living a life of complacency, because, when something comes up that is going to be a benefit, that that is going to help you achieve whatever is next to come, and you don't follow that gut instinct, you end up just, floating in the shallows. So, it's it wouldn't have served me in any way.
That hasn't been the case for you. You haven't put off action, you've took action, and you took consistent action. So my next question is, what is life like right now for you? So in terms of kind of the transformation you made.
My energy levels have, first off, I should mention, consistently with my own holistic, kind of approach, I go to acupuncture every month. I've been taking really good care of myself before the program, and so my energy levels have been up and on the up and up. But since the program started, the energy is still up, but there's more of a sense of vitality. There's more quality in the energy. If that makes sense. So I am living my days a lot more full, a lot more heartfelt. Just you appreciate the little things a lot more when you're giving yourself the opportunity to move your body more. That's allowing oxygen to fill every part of you. Is only going to make your life a bit that much more full. I was probably a size 12 to 14, now a size 8. Sometimes even can squeeze into a 6. Just and for body composition, and this has gone through my entire life, because I'm in the best shape of my life right now, which is unreal. It's amazing. And as far as my body structure goes, I've always kind of saw myself as just really broad, really stocky, really, when the transformation kind of happened, just seeing how my physique was changing as my muscles were strengthening. It just kind of all seemed to fit a bit better, and clothing starts to fit better, and my body shape changed a lot, which you feel like yourself, and sometimes I'm kind of like, wow, this is a new body that I'm in, and yeah, it's exciting.
And in terms of the measurements, do you mind sharing with the viewers how much your measurement can you recall? I'll be at
No.
49 centimeters
Right.
in total you've lost, which is unbelievable. Do you feel comfortable sharing how much weight you've lost? Because I think
Yeah.
that also be inspiring as well for anyone that might be.
Yeah, so the 12 weeks, I lost 24 pounds, which is
18 in you,
Yeah.
which is amazing. So the changes in terms of kind of clothing size, the measurements, the body composition changes, which are well visible, the weight, and then kind of what you mentioned at the start. I think personally, from the outside looking in, I think all the other changes would be temporary if you didn't achieve the first change that you mentioned, which is kind of the vitality. So just kind of having more of a zest for life. It makes it a lot easier to go up and exercise and to eat well, you know. So I think that's a great one there. So the final question that I have for you, what would you say to anybody who might be considering coming onto the program but might have some maybe concerns or doubts, or they're kind of sitting on the fence and they're thinking, will I or won't I? What would you say to such people?
I guess I'd say just to trust yourself. You know, if you're ready for a change and if you really want to start implementing it, this is an amazing opportunity to really jump on that, because, you know, like I said, it's easy. You know, it's easy to transition because how the program is set up, it's gentle and it's not forceful. It's a slow build of discipline. You know, you're not thrown into the deep end. You're wonderful at being there and being present the whole way along for support, for whatever is needed. So, yeah, be good to yourself, listen to yourself, and enjoy it, because it's a really fun process. When you get into the flow of it, it becomes really fun because you're loving yourself. You know, you're loving yourself by the quality of food that you're intaking, by giving yourself the time just for exercise, for focusing on your breath. It becomes a very mindful moment, you know, just to take on board and take into account how great life is.
That's amazing. So I really appreciate that, Alana. And before we finish up, I would like you to mention, kind of elaborate on what you do yourself, because what you do is, well, it's different to what I'm doing. It kind of, it's similar in terms of kind of the route that we're trying to get at, which is an overall kind of improvement and satisfaction in life. So while I'm a personal trainer that might work on the mind, you're a massage therapist and also an acupuncturist, if I pronounce that correctly. So there could be people that might benefit from your own services that might see this video. So if you'd like to plug your Instagram or your website, be sure to do so.
Oh, well, thank you. Sure. So I'm located in Rathgar, and my business is Alana Therapies, which you can find on Instagram. Massage therapist, deep tissue relaxation, and 5 elements acupuncture, which body work in general, you know, the holistic approach of it is an amazing process in itself. 5 element acupuncture personally has allowed me to completely change my perspective of life over the last 3 years. So I'm very grateful for that, because I don't think I'd even be in a position to be wanting this kind of a change for myself if I hadn't been exposed to that in such a way. So.
Okie doke. So I appreciate that, Alana. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Ryan.